Yeah, so I think I got like all the black cards for this deck, just none of the red cards. I'm surprised the Hive Stirrings didn't table. Someone might be like in the white sliver deck. There were quite a few white slivers going around. The black lifelink sliver also didn't table, as well as the toughness boosting sliver. So that means both those slivers were taken by two different drafters too. So I mean, it could just be that they got the pack and there wasn't anything in their colors, and so they just take them. I'm not really liking my white. I'm probably still kind of inclined to just try and take like I said, like active treasons, especially with Triple Blood Baron, Bubbling Cauldron, and Vampire Warlord. Like these are basically just like Dark Banishings in my deck now. And like these white cards are not super exciting. Maybe hopefully I'll get like another corrupt. Well, there's a Chandra's Outrage. There's a Battle Sliver. Again, the problem is the slivers tend to go better with like either white or green. There's like not really a whole lot of black slivers except for I think like the rare one. Opportunity is really strong, but obviously I'm not blue, so don't really want to take that. I'll probably just take Outrage here. There's both a Blood Baron and Child of Night, but again, I think I still just want to take red cards. Like Outrage is just a really powerful removal spell, and like I said, any active treason I take is just basically Dark Banishing. So yeah, we'll just take Outrage at this point. There's a Shock. Dark Prophecy is kind of interesting if I'm heavy black, but I think I just want to take Shock here. Like I'm not sure if I would play this, and if I'm red black, I'm for sure going to play this. Yeah, so let's see if I so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means I have 18 cards right now. That includes like playing a Quarter Shield, which isn't super exciting, but the rest of these cards are, I think, pretty good. So I would have to pick up like 7 cards in this pack for me to basically just completely go red-black. So, yep, there's another Corrupt, so yeah, just taking that over. Two fairly mediocre creatures. There's this Hydra guy too, who's okay as a green creature, but not like super great. So we'll just take this other Corrupt. Yeah, which means I probably want to play like 10 Swamps, or possibly more. Outrage is actually kind of awkward just because it's double red. Yeah, so there's a Senger Vampire, so that's going to be the pick. It's actually another Warlord too, but it's pretty hard to go wrong with Air Elemental with basically an irrelevant ability, but Air Elemental is Air Elemental. It's always good to take those. Yeah, that first pick, Doomblade, is looking pretty decent. There was actually quite a few white cards though, as well. So like I think if I had taken like the white rare, the Seraph creature, I still probably would have had a decent deck. Although I haven't seen any pacifisms, so someone is probably white to my right, and there's also quite a few mediocre white cards that haven't tabled. For example, like the Hive Stirrings, and some of the like 2/2 slivers and the 2/2 sliver that pumps toughness. There's like a Ring Flesh, a Minotaur Abomination, a Lava Axe. I think I'm just going to take Ring Flesh. I think having one of these is fine in a deck. Sometimes it's just like a combat trick, and sometimes it's just a removal spell for random creatures. It doesn't, again, if I need, just flat out playables, I'm definitely going to be playing Ring Flesh. I might not play Charging Griffin if I took it, if I do end up, with like another red card in the next pack, so we'll just take Ring Flesh here. So there's a Shiv's Embrace, there's a Festering Newt, a 9 zombie. I don't think I really want Shiv's Embrace. It's a little red intensive, and I want to play double corrupt. Most of my cards are black anyway, so I think it comes down to either 9 zombie or Festering Newt. Festering Newt's obviously really good with Cauldron. I only have 1 Cauldron though, so I think I just want to take 9 zombie. This card's like pretty good by itself, whereas Newt really shines with Cauldron. It's okay by itself, but we'll just go and take the 9 zombie. It's a good like 2-mana blocker too. So we have Tenacious Dead, Academy Raider, and Blood Baron. There's quite a few white cards actually too. Probably just going to take Tenacious Dead. Let's see, I have 3 Blood Barons, a Bubbling Cauldron, a 9 zombie. Yeah, Tenacious Dead I think is pretty good. It combos well with like all these cards. So we'll go ahead and take that. So there's an Altar's Reap. Probably not going to play that. Flesh Pulper Giant's just like way too much mana. Is there anything I'm worried about playing against? Dawnstrike Paladin's kind of annoying. I think I have enough playables without the white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Lightning Talons isn't terrible either. We'll just go and take the Dawnstrike Paladin. I could always like take these cards inside into like a white deck if I ever need to. These aren't super great. Guess I'll take Show of Valor. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like play Sanguine Bond. And basically a bunch of unplayables. I don't really like Seed Mats, and I have like double Dawnstrike Paladin. If I do end up playing white, I'll just take the Giant. Guess I'll take the Minotaur. Yeah, none of these cards are super exciting. Don't really want to play 3 of these now when I already have three Blood Barons. The Minotaur? I mean, I don't have a lot of 4-drops as it is. It's not like a super exciting card, but yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. I don't really want to take Dark Favor when I already have Mark of the Vampire. I don't mind picking up a late Sideboarded Duress. Alright. Yeah, I kind of wish... there was a pick where I could have taken an Active Treason over a Blood Baron, but I mean, at the time, I didn't have a lot of sacrifice. You know, I just had Cauldron. You know, so I'm not going to, you know, realize that I'm going to have an opportunity to pick a bunch of Blood Barons. I guess black was more open than red. So let's go ahead and grab these 2 Corrupts, Singer Vampire, Warlord. Yeah, that guy. Probably at least 1 Minotaur. Definitely Quag Sickness, the Blood Barons, Doomblade, 9 Zombie, Child of Night, Tenacious Dead. Okay, so that's 15 cards. So... not sure how good Cauldron actually is in this deck. I don't really have like any token makers. I only have 1 Active Treason, and I do have triple Blood Baron as it is. So my red cards are Minotaur, which is mediocre, Outrage, Active Treason, and Shock, which are all pretty good. My white cards are, let's see, double Dawnstrike Paladin. The white cards here. Hive Stirrings, which is pretty good because I have triple Blood Baron. Griffin Sentinels, which is fine. Again, not super exciting. Show Valor's okay. Yeah, the thing is, these are all 3-drops, and I could probably just play like Minotaurs. So let's see. If I add 1 of this guy, and then the red, let's take a look and see what the red does. Let's sort this by like spells. gonna add like Minotaur. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Mark the Vampire in this deck. I have 12 creatures right now, which isn't a ton. And then I have to play like probably both these Minotaurs. I don't really want to play Giant. I don't know, maybe it's not bad over like one Minotaur. I don't know how exciting that actually is. So that's 23 cards. That's probably better than the white. Yeah, I mean the white's like not very good. So yeah, I mean I have a lot of 3-drops as it is. I don't think I want like another Minotaur. This seems like, you know, if the board's like ground out at all, this is fine. Again, not super exciting, but I think it's reasonable. So let's see. Let's go ahead and see what Modo recommends. Yeah, I mean, I don't need like a ton of red for Giant because it is 7 mana. So once I hit 7 mana, odds are pretty good. I'm gonna have, you know, 2 mountains. The big question is because of Outrage. I can probably go 6, maybe like 6, 11. I think, I don't know. I do have double corrupt though. This is pretty rough. Yeah, this Outrage is kind of awkward. Yeah, I wish this was just like another Active Treason. Would be awesome because it's like so much easier to cast and kind of functions very similarly. Generally, you know, you play Active Treason, you hit him for some damage, you sack it to a Blood Baron or a non-zombie or Vampire Warlord, and you just kill the creature. Yeah, probably 11-6. I mean, if this thing hits for like 4 or 5, it's still pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, so that is the deck. I'll be back for round 1.